on the first drive, nice and methodical.
Right.
But don't turn the ball over.
Can't do that. Because if they'd have scored on the first drive, even if they'd have went down and scored, we'd be 7-7. Yeah, let them
Anyway,
let them be catching back up.
Let them chase you.
But when you're now got to chase them, and with that kind of team, it's hard to do. You do not want to be chasing Western Brown.
So here's the kickoff for Grimes. Let's see if Wilmington can answer. They're down 7-0 already. 5:26 to go in the first quarter.
Always hated these black uniforms trying to find numbers.
Yeah,
on
it
these
is
things.
hard. You're right. Wilmington in the black, trimmed in orange.
We did it again.
And the ball gets by. It's number 11. Zane Cowan, but boy, he let it bounce by him, Joe.
Yeah, it was bounce, and the next bounce went like 8 feet high and over the guy's head. And that's what happened the first time. You know, everybody let it go and boom, boom, boom. And then all of a sudden, when he goes, I'm going to go get it, over the head.
So bad field position.
We started the first one on the 10. Now we're starting the second one on the 11.
Yes, not good.
Yeah, that's two things you don't want to do.
Get backed up in your own end.
Yeah, you did it the first time you got it down, but you don't want to do this every time.
Well, Wilmington was moving the ball, and then the fumble ruined the drive. Let's see if they can get that back together and go.
You got about 2 yards maybe?
And they go right
back.
Maybe
1 yard.
They go right back. No, this is a different running back. This one is the other junior, Thane McCoy. So Thane McCoy, after Stuckey fumbles, is now the primary back on this next series. Maybe teaching that a lesson on holding on to the ball is key. You can't turn it over ever, but especially against these guys.
Quarterback keeper.
McAvoy has a lot of room, and there he goes up to the 30, 32, about the 33. So a nice run by Cameron McAvoy, the left-handed senior quarterback. Good run.
He did a great job of, when he handed off, of making it look like the running back went in, and then when he went outside, there was nobody outside with him at first. Great ball handling on that play.
Well, we were both fooled. I thought there was a run into the line, and he sprinted out left. So nice.
I followed the inside and all of a sudden saw him going.
Well-diagnosed play.
Keeper again.
Yes, and again, it's a nice deception.
Because they went after the running back and stopped him, but the quarterback kept the ball.
They made the tackles on the running back, except it was Cameron McAvoy keeping it. Gets about 8. Second and 2.
And in a minute they're going to go for him, and it's not going to be him with the ball, and it's going to go the other way.
I think this is excellent game planning by Coach Killen.
I do too.
Slow it down.
Keep it on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
You get in a track meet with these guys, Western Brown Broncos, I think you're in trouble.
Another good run.
Yes, a first down run.
Got about 5, almost 6 yards on that carry.
Thane McCoy getting the first down. So Thane has been the primary ball carrier on this drive.
And if you notice, Wilmington's not passing unless it's necessary.
Right, you're right. Well, clock running, 3:29 and counting in the first quarter. So the time of possession and clock is working to their advantage on what they wanted to do.
They just can't go down the field and come out with 0 again. They've got to get points on the board.
There's McAvoy deep downfield. He's got
a man. He's there.
Right
out through him about a yard and a half.
To Isaiah Wriggling.
Maybe less than that.
Sprinting down the left sideline. It looked like he might have him there, Joe, but just missed the connection.
Yeah.
Close.
And I think that was a called play at that time because they're looking for the run. It was there.
Well, he was open.
He beat his man. If he catches that, it's touchdown.
I agree.
And it's only second down. And the way they've been moving the ball, I think they have confidence they'll go on down the field. I think they're in 4-down territory with the way this game's probably going to go.
Well, you punt him the ball, they're just going to have more possessions.
Quarterback again.
There he is to about midfield on second down.
So it's going to be 3rd and 7. Now there's two ways to look at this. If they're going to go for it on 4th down, you can run the ball in this play.
Right.
But if you don't want to go for it on 4th down, then this is almost unseemingly going to be a pass play.
Well, I'm wondering if the strategy is what difference does it make if Western Brown's on their 10 or on their 50?
Right.
They're still going to score quick. So
might as well
try to
keep the ball in our hands.
Try to get the ball down the field on your side. So McAvoy drops back to pass, is in trouble.
Oh, he's open. He's open.
He is wide open, and that might go for a touchdown.
It does.
And it does.
No flags I can see. Great. When McAvoy broke to run, they came at him because they fear him right now in his running, and boom, that left the wide receiver wide open.
So at the 2:19 mark, Cameron McAvoy, a long touchdown pass to Kai Bozarth, the senior. So here we go. Parker Henry trying to kick for a tie. It's good. So Kai Bozarth on the receiving end of that long touchdown pass from senior Cameron McAvoy, and we've got a game, Joe.
We got a game. And it goes back to that first long drive. You can't look back on it, but if that scores, we're leading, they're catching up, and that's where you want to stay.
Yeah, you got to stay on the lead. You're right.
But what they've got to do now is try to maintain. If we can make them go a 3 and out or 4 and out, because a lot of times they're going to go for it on 4th down. But get the ball back.
Let's say this: that's 2 good drives by Wilmington.
I think they're going to start respecting Wilmington. And
the first one was moving the ball and ended on a fumble. That one was very well orchestrated. Down the field they went, and they got a long touchdown play. How about that?
I look for a good game the way this is going.
And you can tell the Wilmington kids aren't intimidated because offensively they've had 2 outstanding drives.
Well, and if we keep long drives going, eating up a lot of clock, there's only so much they can do, in so much time. Well, keep the score low. You got a better chance.
And you're right. Try to get the lead where they're chasing you. Parker Henry's kick, it looks like it's going to be returned.
About the 2-yard line, caught. And they tackled him.
Right, number 5, Logan Campbell, short of the 20. About the 16. So the crowd is fired up tonight, Joe. You can hear them. I think this would be a season-defining game if Wilmington could get the win here.
Well, Wilmington had a chance against them last year. I was doing the play-by-play that game, and Wilmington was right in that game last year, and then they took over. So their quarterback's just unbelievable. But that's it. Wilmington's showing them, hey, we're not here to fall down and let you win.
Well, here he is in shotgun again on his second possession, Drew Novak. Standing tall, fires downfield and overthrew his receiver, number 5, Logan Campbell, incomplete.
I was watching that play. The key to getting to him is getting to him. That's it. Putting a hand in his face. And what happened there, the Wilmington's defensive line was getting closer to him. He threw that ball away.
2nd and 10 now for Western Brown. Novak in the shotgun, of course. Plenty of time, and guns it caught. It is caught by number 7. That's his brother Dylan again.
And you
Boy, I'll tell you, he looks smooth back
well,
there.
As good as he is, you cannot let a receiver go down the field, turn, and be nobody within 10 yards of him. You got to have somebody close.
In the shotgun again, quickly fires deep
Going deep.
downfield and overthrows his man, number 11, Matthew Fry.
It was decent defense, but he did have a step or two on him. So if that ball falls right in there, another TD.
Well, the kid, yeah, he was beat. Just overthrown. The kid's got a gun. That's no question. I mean, he looks like he's like a high school version of Carson Palmer. That's what he reminds me of.
Yes.
That's that. He reminds me of Carson Palmer.
Okay, this is what is this 3rd and 2?
It's going to be 3rd and 2.
So it's going to be key. It's going to be interesting if they don't get first down here.
Oh, they're going, Joe. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. 1:29 to go. Clock running. It's funny, on 3rd and shorts or 4th and shorts, they have a running back.
Yes.
But I think it's there just for window dressing. They're not going to hand it to him. Well,
and I
was wrong. And he did get it. That's number 14. That's A.J. Graham.
He gets the first down and right back to the quarterback. There he goes off the field.
Right, they're quick. Right. And, I thought he might have been in there, Joe, for a decoy. But
right.
No, they handed it to him.
And it could be a decoy at times, but when he can run 8 yards on there and get you a first down, might use him again.
There's another handoff, inside handoff, that time to number 20. Zachary Chrisman.
Yeah, he's one of their main wide receivers, I think, but he also goes back and gets a handoff.
It's funny they list all these kids as wide receivers.
I know they are.
They don't list them as running back.
You don't have. I don't see where's number 14? I want to see what he's listed at. Wide receiver. See, everybody's listed as a wide receiver.
No such thing in the Broncos arsenal. There's Novak back to pass and
he's open. Almost caught.
Overthrew.
The defender almost caught that ball that was behind him a little bit, behind the intended receiver. He was so wide open, though, I thought, oh, my gosh, touchdown. And I can't believe he actually missed him that far.
So it's 3rd and 7 with 26 seconds to go.
Yeah,
Novak in the shotgun.
We're on this side of 50, so I guarantee he'll go for it no matter what the yardage is.
In trouble, and he is going to be brought down. Big sack.
4th and 9.
That's number 15. That's Josh Snell. So it brings up a 4th and 9. So a good time, like we said, Joe, good time for Wilmington to hold here and flip the possessions.
What are they doing? They're going to timeout?
They let the quarter run out.
Oh, quarter, okay.
So we're at the end of the first quarter, a very, very, very interesting, entertaining first quarter here at Alumni Field. It's Wilmington Hurricanes 7, the Western Brown Broncos 7. And I'll tell you, we've got a good game in store tonight, don't we?
I think this play is going to tell a lot about the rest of the game. If Wilmington holds them here, and the way they've been marching down the field, they can go right back down the field and score. That's going to keep Wilmington in the game, and it's going to change the way this game goes. If they get a first down here and then go right marching down the field and keep the lead, and Wilmington's got to catch up, it's a totally different ball game, us catching them. But if we can stop them and march down the field and score, and again, you eat up a lot of that clock in the second quarter, it's going to be a close game at halftime.
Totally
either way.
Agree. I think you're on it. So this is a big play.
This
here.
is the
4th and 9.
Yes, very big play.
Let's reintroduce everybody. I'm Tony Mancuso on the play-by-play. Joe Davis doing the color tonight. Joe Holdren on the main camera. Sidney Phillips on the electronics.
I was going to say the electronic keyboard.
It's campusnation.com and the YouTube channel of Campus Nation. It's Wilmington versus Western Brown, 4th and 9.
Man, rushing.
And Novak completes it in a good-looking
That's what I'm saying.
Rollout pass.
To them, when you get 4th down,
no
to them,
big deal. Who
whether
cares?
it's 1 yard or 9 yards or 14 yards, I don't think
matter.
they. Yeah.
So the completion to Isaiah Smith. What a good-looking offense, I'll tell you. Another
Oh,
completion
missed tackle.
to his brother Dylan.
He catches it about the 25 and gets it down to just inside the 20, I think.
Yeah, the pace is really entertaining, that's for sure. They're not playing around. He's getting the snap quick. Always,
they're ready to snap on the
all the time. Always in a shotgun, everybody wide. Back to pass, guns it. His receiver should have caught it that time. Incomplete to Matthew Fry.
Boy, and if we could have had a defender just 5 yards behind him.
I thought that was a good
catch.
throw. It's just Fry couldn't come down with it.
I think he threw it just a hair high.
Pass ball.
But it should have been caught. Yeah. You're that far down the field. You're looking for a catch when fastball zoomed right by him.
2nd and 10. And he keeps it, and he is going to be
down to the 10. It's going to be about a foot short, I think.
About a foot short, you're right. Just short. Novak on the keeper. And look, they're not playing around. It's the line straight to the
looks like they put him about a yard short by the marker.
And it's interesting. Nobody's huddling. Nobody's wasting time. It's just right to the line of scrimmage. And there is a running back behind him on this series. So it's 3rd and about 2, they mark it. I think it's less than 2.
Yeah, they say 2, but I think it's less than 2 also.
I think you're right.
I think every play is the same. Just run down the field. I'm going to pass it or hand it off. And
he's got the first down. Yep. That's number 20 again.
Number 20,
Zachary Chrisman.
I don't think they have to huddle. It's just everybody run down. I'll see who's open and throw it to you.
That's it. That's the style. It is interesting. Nick Osborne, the head coach of the Western Brown Broncos.
Because they haven't huddled up the whole game, have they?
No.
There goes quarterback sneak, and oh, boy, he paid for it.
He's hit. That didn't look like it was there at all. So Novak on the keeper, and the Wilmington defense collides and gets him down, so it's going to be 2nd and goal.
He is an athletic guy. I mean, 6'6", but he can still move, yes. Uh-oh. Here he goes taking off. Yeah, hit him.
Yeah, he's
about the 6 or 7.
Good coverage by the Hurricane defense. Get any field goals either. We'll see. Maybe you might. Well, I think that would be a win for the Wilmington defense.
Yeah, because if the Wilmington can move the ball like they've been doing, they can march right down the field and score a touchdown just before halftime.
Get to the lead.
They've got at least we got at least one more play before that question even comes up.
I think they're going to call a timeout. Are they going to let the clock run and call a timeout? Yes, they do. So timeout on the field by Western Brown. They let the clock run down and the play clock run down and then called a timeout. So they're on the sideline huddling up with their coaching staff to try to figure out what they're doing.
Well, it's 3rd down and 7. Again, they're like what Wilmington was a while ago. Do you go for them 4th, or do you have 2 plays? So they're going to decide now. Are we going to go for some 4th down? And if we're still on the 7-yard line, let's say it's an overthrown pass, do we kick, or are we going to go for this on 2 downs?
If they hold them, it would be a win for Wilmington because you can win scoring touchdowns against field goals. So it's a big 3rd and goal from the 6.
Now, we've stopped the quarterback running, but I don't know if we've ever stopped their running back on a handoff running, but they've always got 4, 5, 6 yards, it seems like.
Yeah, that's right. Well, here it is, a big defensive stand for Wilmington. Let's see if they can get him off the field on 3rd and goal from the 6 with 9:23 left in the half.
Chisman's in the backfield.
I don't think they're going to hand it to him. I'd be surprised.
Quarterback saying something to the referee. It's almost like, "Hey, don't call this dead too soon. We're faking something or something."
Well, here he is back to pass, looking, and guns it, and it's not going to be caught. It's incomplete.
Hit the ground.
Hit the ground.
So now it's 4th and 7.
So Drew's doing some individual push-ups.
I don't know if that's his own punishment.
Penalizing himself. The ball looked like it was underthrown. His receiver broke open and the ball just underthrown.
I've not seen anybody run on the field as far as a kicker.
No kicker. They're going for it, and this is a huge defensive
We had
play.
4th and 9 here. Now we got 4th and
6. A goal. 4th and goal.
Yeah.
9-19, a
From
big
about
swing.
the 7-yard line, I think.
Bunch formation to the left. Novak back to pass, guns it, and it is broken
up. He was being hit as he threw, and great defense. That was great defense in the end zone because it was catchable.
What a great play.
Now
Shane Griffith with the breakup, and
Good
what
job,
a play.
Shane.
Yes, what a great defensive play by number 23, Shane Griffith, knocking that pass away on 4th down, so mission accomplished.
All right, we've started 4th and 10, 4th and 11. I mean, on the 10, on the 11, and now we're starting on the
6.
6 or 7, yes.
So here we go. Big turn in momentum there. Now you got to take advantage of it. McElvoy, a handoff in there.
Nice.
Breaking away is,
Was that
looks
25?
like Stuckey.
Yep, 20.
Out to the 23.
Or 26. Well, I tell you, I can't tell these.
It's 26. Thad Stuckey, the junior runner. Interesting. You see the Western Brown kids, Joe, all doing push-ups when they make a mistake. Interesting.
Yes.
Wonder if that's a team thing or a coach thing.
Whether the team called themselves or whether the coach tells them. Yeah, that's interesting. Another run and another good run.
There's a nice run again by Stuckey, making up for his earlier fumble.
And they're pulling on that ball again. They were pulling on it
Yes.
hard, and he was doing a good job to keep control of that ball.
Carries it to about the 38.
8:53. So, again, the way we're marching, if we can eat up a lot of clock,
That's the
score,
way you got to play.
and then don't give them enough time. Of course, I don't know how much time is not enough time for them to come down the field.
Well, he stopped him on the first or second drive. There's Stuckey this time hitting the backfield and spins to close to the 40.
I think he did a great job just to gain something on that. I mean,
stopped in the backfield.
He could have lost 2 yards, so the 1 yard gain was excellent on that.
I agree. Interesting game plan because Wilmington really has control of the.
Now you've watched them all year. Do they run this much
Yeah,
throughout the year?
well, I mean, yes.
Or do we mix it up more passing?
I'll say there's been more passing in previous games, but I don't think you want to play that way.
No,
Joe.
not today. I agree.
Keep it on.
Oh, it's a pass play. It's a pass play.
Halfback pass and a ball down the field, and it is incomplete. That did not look like it developed very well.
No, it didn't.
26, Stuckey with the pass down the field to Isaiah Wriggling.
But
was incomplete.
The pass was there, Wriggling was there, but so was the defense. I mean, they didn't catch him by surprise so much.
Might have been Tanner Killen on the receiving end, but either way, incomplete. I don't think that was very well designed from the beginning.
No, and now you're leaving yourself third and 9.
Why not
when we've been gaining 5, 6, 7 yards a run, now we might have 3rd and 4, 3rd and 3.
Why not just keep running it?
And we stop the clock for them too with
McElvoy
the pass.
back to pass, guns it over the middle, and it's broken up. Nice defense by number 3. That's Quentin Collins.
And again, a minute ago we were talking about how we're going to use all that clock, and now 7:53, they're going to get the ball back.
Yeah, I didn't love the second down halfback option pass.
Yeah,
it wasn't there, and maybe wasn't even necessary.
I think trying to get too fancy, too fancy, too cute, in a game where you just want to keep control of the ball and go down the field.
I agree. I think that's the way.
And especially since the running has been so great.
Well, here's Parker Henry's punt.
Nice height.
Good kick.
Nice height.
Good kick, and it's going to take a Western Brown bounce.
Got to the 35.
And it's down by the
we got a penalty.
Wilmington kids. No, it's just a spot of the foul.
You sure?
Yeah, I think it's just a spot.
Okay, good.
So,
because the reason I said it because it hit the 30, didn't come all the way up here.
So 35-yard line is where the Broncos will take over on their third series. That's too bad. That drive had some potential, but it dies, and it's a punt situation.
Well, look how far we went on running the ball, and then boom, boom, And once you're on third and long, if you do a pass play, don't work. You're forcing yourself. Now you got to do another pass play.
Right. I don't know about the call on second down. It wouldn't seem like it wasn't necessary to throw a halfback option pass.
No, not at that time. Not the way the running game's been.
Here's Drew Novak again. Bad snap, but picks it up off the ground.
He throws it away. Yep. Yeah, they were getting to him, and he's smart enough quarterback. It's not there. I'm just going to throw it away. We'll go back to the next down.
Let's try again. So incomplete, 7:39 to go. It's 7-7, Wilmington and Western Brown. Second quarter action. CampusNation.com and the YouTube channel of Campus Nation. Novak looks to the sideline for the signals, and the snap is to him and guns it complete. Nice move by his brother Dylan.
Yep.
Looks like he just might be marked just short of the first down.
Yep, about a foot again.
Well, did they give... Right, they mark him a foot short.
Maybe
might be a measure.
4 inches short.
Let's see if there's a
If he's got to get to the white line, there's nothing to measure. He's not
right.
to the white line.
You're right. The officials are huddling up, but he is short. If the line to gain was the 45, he is a nose of a football short. Let's see what they do here. I wonder, they're not... I don't know that they're a quarterback sneak team. We'll see. But you're right, 2 inches. It's 3rd and 2 inches.
What you need here is a play that knocks them back about 3 yards at least.
And they're in the shotgun with no running backs.
Get to the quarterback.
On 3rd and an inch and a half. Novak back to pass, guns it complete. And there goes number 10. That's Isaiah Smith.
The up guys cannot play 6 yards off the guy. When he comes down the field, 5 yards turns, and they're backing up 4 more yards.
Right.
They're just going to be doing this all day long. You got to have somebody willing to play up on that guy.
So it's a quick snap again. Novak guns it down the field.
7 wide open.
It is caught and out of bounds. How about that 3rd and an inch, Joe, and you're back there in shotgun firing away.
Yeah, I think almost any other team would have quarterbacked that
sneak, but they don't. I don't know
to get a first down and then go back to pass.
I don't even know if they have a sneak in their offense. So Novak rolls out. He completes another one, and
again, the receiver catches it. I didn't see a
slipping
black shirt
Isaiah
within
Smith.
10 yards of him, any direction.
Got a break that he slipped.
Yeah.
So 7:03 and counting, first half. Western Brown on the move again. Novak back to pass and quick strikes incomplete that time.
Yeah, he had a guy on him, and he just had to get rid of it quick. The guy that dropped the ball did these 3 push-ups.
So here we go again, a 3rd down. Wilmington defense needs to stiffen up here.
Ball's on the 10.
3rd and about 7. You can get a first down without scoring.
Brings up 3rd down and 6.
Make it 3rd and 6 according to the scoreboard. But they can get.
They didn't ask your opinion.
Yeah, they can get a first down, Joe, without scoring.
Oh yes, that's why it's important right here. We stop this play. Could put them in another 4th and long position.
Novak in the shotgun again, as always. Takes the snap, looking. He's flushed out, and I don't think he's got a first down. Joe.
Oh, no, he's not. He's got to get below the 5, and he's above the 5.
Knocked around the 6.
So it's going to be 4th and about 2 or 3.
Look how quick to the line.
Maybe
They're not
3.
messing around, no huddle, no nothing.
Close to 4.
The lineman close to the line, and here they go again on 4th down.
I think it's closer to 4th and 4 than it is 3.
Brings up 4th down and 4.
4th and 4 is the official mark. Big play here, Joe.
Get a rush on. That's the key.
Novak is in trouble.
Oh, they hit him.
And
he throws
fires it in the end zone, and it is broken up.
Almost intercepted. Is it intercepted?
Oh, there's flags down. We have an interference. It was broken up. batted around
See
a
what
couple
the score
times.
is. I mean, what the call is.
The Wilmington offense.
Yep. Pass interference.
Yes, the Wilmington offense is, the Western Brown offense isn't going anywhere, so they must know it's on Wilmington. Tough break. Had him stopped.
Because they had
him stopped.
Now give him 4 downs to make it.
The officials are huddling up talking about it. Let's hear official call.
I think they're trying to decide where to put the ball. I think it's half the distance to the goal, and the ball.
Here we go. Here it comes.
Another Hurricane Athletic news. JV football travels to Goshen tomorrow for a 10 o'clock kickoff.
Don't talk while the official's getting ready to talk.
Right. They are calling a pass interference.
Yep.
It's called on number 10. That's Kai Bozart that scored the touchdown for Wilmington. So all good things must come to an end, Joe. They had him stopped, but nope.
Well, the key thing here is
a penalty changes it.
Since they don't run the ball very much, I think you got a better chance of stopping them when they're passing the ball all the time than you do if they were running the ball right now.
Well, where is it? On the 3-yard line, first and goal?
Yeah, 3 or 4.
They do have a running back in. That's number 25,
Is that a running
Matthew
back or
Osborne.
wide receiver?
Well, wide receiver lined up as a running back. Novak rolling to his
he's
left.
wide. Look, there's
wide
nobody
open,
there.
And
He dropped it. He dropped that ball. There wasn't a Hurricane within 10 yards of him.
And here comes more push-ups. That was number 20, Zachary Chisman. Zachary Chisman, incomplete.
Wilmington calls a timeout.
Chisman got out there wide open, Joe, but the pass is dropped.
Wilmington's defense is really
they've
not
been tough inside the.
If it wasn't for these quarter and the halfback try to pass the ball, and where you're using the clock, you're running 7 yards, 6 yards, 7 yards. Oh, let's try to pass the ball, and it doesn't work. And now you're 9 yards, so you got to pass the ball. It doesn't work, and we didn't get any time off the clock, and we gave the ball right back to a midfield.
So we're at the 6:04 mark of quarter number 2. 6:04 left in the half. A timeout, Wilmington, to get themselves organized defensively. Gives us a chance to introduce everybody again. I'm Tony Mancuso on the play-by-play. Joe Davis on the color. Country Joe Holdren on the camera. Sidney Phillips on the electronics.
Joe Davis on base. Boom, 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 boom,
CampusNation.com and the YouTube channel of Campus Nation. It's second and goal from the 3. Chisman was wide open. He just dropped it.
Oh, he was. He was wide open. We'll look this way. They got 3 guys there. We'll look over here. Yep.
So Novak on the keeper, and he rolls in there for a touchdown.
And just
Drew Novak with the keeper. So Western Brown gets the touchdown at the 6-minute mark of quarter number 2.
We had no outside.
It's Drew
coverage.
Novak on the keeper. Waltzes into the end zone for a touchdown, and pending the Grimes point after, it's now 13-7. And here's the point after. Snap is down, and the kick is good.
Yeah, when I looked down, there was no outside linebacker or defensive end out here. There was nothing, and I said whatever's happening is going to happen on this side because there's no defense out there.
So a short TD run by Drew Novak. He's thrown for 1 and run for 1. We're at the halfway mark of the second quarter. 6 minutes left in the half. Western Brown gets back on the lead. It's 14-7. I mean, Wilmington's got to score, Joe. They got to just keep scoring.
And I'm not saying don't pass, but there's times to pass, times not to pass, and a halfback pass in this situation is you don't want to get too fancy, too cute. You want to march down the field, use up the clock as much as can, control the ball.
I feel like the last drive was stymied by the halfback pass, but hey.
I think that's the type of play you do when you're losing by 3 touchdowns and you want to get back and do something. You didn't need to right then. We were right in the game.
Well, time to match them.
Well, let's see if we can get
better field position.
We've had 3.
2 on the 10, 1 on the 6. Yeah, you need to get some field position, so let's see.
And he's kicked a low kick and a bounce, bounce, bounce. Let's see what he does. I wouldn't change. That's probably what he's going to do again.
Yep,
see, good squib kick and sit, boom, 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 boom. We got the ball.
And he busts through there, and there he goes.
Oh,
he's dragged down.
Was that?
Yes.
Yes.
They're going to call a horse collar. A nice run by Isaiah Wriggling on the kick. And I'm sure they're going to add 15 yards to that one, Joe, on a
horse
collar tackle.
Now, the only thing is, if you catch a guy here and pull down, that's not horse collar. It's got to be up here. So they're going to talk to see if one of the officials say he grabbed him low.
I did not think it was the collar. I think it was the jersey.
I think so, too. And
let's see if they pick it up.
If one of them says, I saw him grab the jersey.
I bet they're going to pick it up. Here we go.
Yep.
They pick it up. And I think that's the right call.
I think it's a good call. I'm a Wilmington fan on this, but that's technically the right call. I thought he grabbed him lower
by
down
the shirt.
On the back. Yes.
I didn't think that was a horse collar.
But I like the way they did it. Call the play.
Yeah,
and then talk it over and then pick it up. Because if you don't call it and it was a horse collar, you don't get it.
It's better that way for them to throw a flag, discuss it, and then pick it up if necessary.
I agree.
So there's McAvoy in the shotgun.
No, don't come out pass.
This drive is at the 41-yard line, and it's Isaiah Wriggling on an end around, and he gains maybe 2 yards.
Yeah, a lot of runs 25 and gains 2.
Gains 2, right. A lot of effort by Wriggling. Gets about 2 yards. Make it 3, so it's 2nd and 7.
Next time you run that kind of play, you need to get the motion going this way. Then,
well, like we said, what we want out of Wilmington is a nice, long, time-consuming drive.
See, if they can go down the field with 5:20, if they can go down the field and score in 5 minutes and score a touchdown, then they only give them 30 seconds, 20 seconds to score.
Nice and slow and methodical. That's what you want. McAvoy on the keeper.
No, I think he handed off.
No, I think he kept it.
I thought he handed off and then pushed the guy from behind himself, just shoved him. The little guy getting up had the ball. What was that?
Let's see. We'll wait for an official.
See what they say, yeah.
It was McAvoy on the keeper. Okay. That's what I thought.
Well, maybe it was the running back that pushed him.
It's tricky because this time it was close to our side of the field and we could see it. It's well-executed stuff. So another big 3rd and 4 for Wilmington. McAvoy back to pass, and it is caught, but I think he's short.
I think he's going to dig in.
About a yard short. So a quick pass and completion to Isaiah Wriggling. It is 4th down and an inch and a half, foot and a half, somewhere in that range. What are they doing?
Did they give it to him?
They gave him a first down.
Oh, my God. It looked like he was at least a foot and a half short.
How about that? Well, we got a break. That looks short.
Wow. From my angle, I thought it was short.
It was short, but we got the break. So there's McAvoy
kept it again.
On the keeper again.
Faked it and kept it.
This time he stacked up.
Well, the last time when I thought he was pushing the running back, he was just riding the running back with the ball in his hand.
3:56 to go. Clock running. Less than 3:50 now.
No rush yet.
Slow down, right. You're right. There's no hurry. Got plenty of time. Don't put their
offense. You got to watch. The players tend to get in a hurry right here, but the coaches have got to keep them.
McAvoy back to pass, guns it, and it is
He catch it? Yes, he did.
Nice catch over there by number 2.
Got it on the 41-yard line. First down's on the 39, so.
Tanner Killen So this brings up a gigantic 3rd down and about 2.
I'd say we're 4 down territory.
Well, I think so too. They're letting the clock run.
Again, you don't want to score too fast in this situation. You just give them more time to score back. You want to score, yes. But
McElvoy under center this time, and it's a handoff. Stuckey, and I don't think he's got it.
He got to the 40, but he had to get to the 39, so it's going to be 4th and a yard.
So stacked up by the Western Brown defense at the 2-minute and 46-second mark.
I try to run off tackle
4th
here.
down, and they are going for it. Do you agree with the call?
The last play?
No, I'm saying
now?
Going for it.
Yes. I know that's going to leave them a lot of time on the clock, but to me, you got to stay in this game, and I think.
Well, here's the play of the half right here, Joe. 4th and about a yard and a half, and it's going to be a timeout for Western Brown.
Yep.
So let's set up the situation. It was 3rd and short, and Stuckey is stacked up. So now we've got 4th and about a yard, maybe a yard and a half.
I'd go out with a.
At 2:20 left in the half.
I'd spread it. And then if you want to run it, you got a better shot at hitting a gap or something. If you go with everybody here, they're going with everybody there, and they may stop you. But if you spread it out, put 2 wide receivers there, 2 receivers, all of a sudden they've got to spread out. They can't let you throw for it on 4th and catch it.
Well, this is a play of the game.
Then if the quarterback keeps it, he may have one of those 8, 9, 10-yard runs.
I think that sounds right. I'd keep it, spread it, and then keep it on a quarterback type of draw.
Right.
It is a huge play here. It's 2:20 left. It's Western Brown 14, Wilmington 7. It's 4th and about 1.5 maybe from the 40-yard line of Western Brown. Here comes Wilmington to the line of scrimmage. McElvoy under center. Look.
Yeah, they moved.
Jump.
We got 1st down.
Let's see.
One of the guys put his hands up right on the white line. Oh, he's going to
False
call
start.
us. False start. It changes the play. I'd go for it on 4th down, but it changes the play.
False start Wilmington, so tough break there.
Because
we didn't catch who it was on, but a tough break. You had 4th and a 1.5 and now you're back to 4th and 5.
They're
4th and 6.
The defender over center just leaned forward and put his hands right on the white line and backed up real quick. But
I'm not sure I wouldn't punt here. They're going to go for it, but I don't know if this to me.
We are spreading out more on this play.
This seems like a punting down. Another false start. So 2 false starts in a row.
I think we're going to have to punt
now
this time.
Now they're kicking. Here comes the Wilmington punt team,
Golly,
which I think in the long run is probably the better play than 4th and 6.
Well, again, they may have done if they did the quarterback keeper where he runs out with the wide open, he might have got 6, 7, 8 yards.
Well, we got two false starts in a row, so you had 4th and a yard and a half with 2 straight false starts. Tough breaks for Wilmington.
Now it's 4th and 11.
Now the question is, did you leave Western Brown too much time?
Oh my God!
No,
my God!
The snap is over Parker Henry's head, and he falls on it. And disaster has struck, Joe.
If he would have went back, he had time. If he'd have went back and just picked it up, turned.
I think he had time to kick it out.
And he had time to get up and kick it. It would have got back to midfield at least. But, they're taught probably. Once it's over your head, go back and get on it and cover it.
Just get on it. But, boy, what a series of disasters there. You had 4th and a yard. You get a false start. You get a second false start.
Then you get a bad
decide to punt, and then the snap is way over Parker Henry's head. So here's Western Brown inside their own, the Wilmington 20. So a tragic turn of events for Wilmington.
Man.
That's too bad.
So if you ask me again, did we leave them too much time?
Yes, now for sure. They can score in one play from here. And Novak is in trouble.
They got him, and he's going to try to throw it, and he got rid of it.
Do we get a grounding? Throw a grounding.
I didn't see anybody out there.
There was nobody there.
Up, he's pointing to that guy. The wide receiver pointed to that. I mean, that referee pointed to that receiver. So he said.
Well, I think he was maybe in the same field, but there was definitely a throwaway. So Novak back in shotgun on 2nd and 10. Looking into the end zone, fires, and it is broken up.
Good defense. Great defense. Ball and defender got there at the same time. So now it's 3rd and 10.
Tanner Killen on the defensive play.
Great defense, Tanner.
Good-looking play. Good-looking defensive play by the corner out there. So now it is 3rd and 10. 2:07 to go. What a stop this would be if Wilmington could get him stopped.
Yes. They got to go in with no more than 7 down at halftime. Oh,
Novak
he's wide
complete.
open. Wide open.
And he
almost dropped the ball.
Inside the 5.
He lost the ball for a split second and got it back at the 6-yard line and then fell toward, the 3-yard line.
Novak complete to Zachary Chisman. And it's a 1st and goal from the 4.
With 2 minutes on the clock.
Plenty of time. Clock isn't a factor here.
I tell you, in this game, Wilmington shot themselves in the foot.
Twice.
Here and then earlier.
Yep, with a fumble.
Well, 3, and then the halfback pass.
Right, gets a good.
So you got a fumble, halfback pass, and then hiking it over your guy's head. And these all, the other team had nothing to do with any of those.
And there's a bad snap, and Western Brown falls on it. So a snap through the
Too bad that couldn't have been on 4th down.
Of Drew Novak.
If that would have been on 4th down a minute ago, that would have been
Zachary
Wilmington's ball right
Chisman
there.
falls on it for Western Brown, so the clock's running. I don't think the clock is a factor here.
Yeah. No, I take it back. The fumble was the other team, but the other 2 things that happened against Wilmington were Wilmington's own demise.
2nd and
goal
from the 14. Novak back
over
to pass,
out of bounds.
Fires, and that is overthrown. So intended for brother Dylan, incomplete. Drew to Dylan Novak is overthrown, so now it is 3rd and goal from the 14. 51 seconds left. Again, Wilmington faced with a huge
Wilmington defense
slop.
has kept them early in this game.
They have. And Novak guns it over the middle, and it's caught for a touchdown.
Yeah, you can't let a guy get in between you and you've got to get between ball and fielder there because he's just going to throw right to the receiver.
Drew Novak, a 14-yard touchdown pass to Logan Campbell at the 46-second mark. Beautiful throw by Novak. Nice reception by Campbell, and tough break again for Wilmington because they had a situation where they were, don't forget, 4th and a foot trying to tie. Instead, now they're behind.
Yeah, we've had 2 drives, nothing. Or 3, actually, when you count the one where they went for it. They were about half the way on that, on the halfback pass play. Then we get down here where it's 1 yard and we're going for it on 4th, and boom, boom, we just go backwards.
So a 14-yard TD pass from Drew Novak to Logan Campbell. Point after good. We're now Western Brown 21, Wilmington 7.
Because we're almost to the point where Wilmington's going to have to start passing to get back in the game, and and we're just going to go right into their hands. That's what this team does. Forces you to go into their hands. And
tough break for Wilmington. That was misplayed on many levels. 2 false starts, a snap over the punter's head. So let's see if they try to score with 46 seconds to go, or they just kneel and run it out.
Normally you kneel and run it out. I would say today myself, with this team taking over, go for it.
What do you have to lose?
That's right.
You're going to be hard pressed to stop.
It depends on what this, and it also depends on what this kick. If he runs it back midfield or more.
Well, let's see, because here's the kickoff by Evan Grimes. Western Brown leading 21-7 with 46 seconds left in the half. It's another squib kick, and it's rolling and picked up by Wriggling at about the 24.
There's a
and he's got
penalty
a nice
down.
return up to the 43.
But there's a penalty flag.
Tackle by number 3, Quentin Collins.
Let's see what the flag is. Is it going to be a hold on Wilmington?
I think it's against Wilmington.
That's too bad because that was another good field position start.
If it's against Wilmington and moves us back, I'm sure they'll probably take a knee.
Here's the call.
Yep, there they go. What was the call?
Well, he did the signal for illegal procedure.
Yeah, I know it. But I thought he said something off the block or something.
But you can't hear it completely. So it wasn't a hold or a clip.
Okay, he's explaining to the coach.
He's explaining to Coach Killen what.
And he sort of went like this.
Or the coaching staff. It wasn't Coach Killen, I don't think.
Well, whoever went out agreed with it. I mean, agreed with it, whatever the decision was by the official, didn't argue it.
Well, let's see what Wilmington does. Are they going to kneel? It's a handoff, and instead Stuckey
and didn't go nowhere.
Run out of bounds. No, they marked him inbounds. The clock's running at 30 seconds. I would say it's time for knees. Very unlikely you're going to be able to go 73 yards in 20 seconds. Yep, they're not going to snap it again.
Yeah, the coach is walking on the field, and clock's still running. So
we're coming to the end of the first half. It is a halftime score. It's Western Brown Broncos 21, the Wilmington Hurricanes 7.
And they get the ball first, second half. Correct? Then we get the ball first and march down the field and fumble.
Fumbled, that's right. That's correct. So we're at the half at Alumni Field. Western Brown 21, Wilmington 7. The band is on the field. Let's take a listen to the Western Brown band, and we'll be back halfway through the half.
The director of bands is Mr. Tyler Hawk. The assistants are Mr. Matthew Johnson and Mrs. Michelle Bernhardt.
All right, we're back here at Alumni Field in Wilmington on the campus of Wilmington High School. It's campusnation.com, the YouTube channel of Campus Nation. Friday night football game of the week. Western Brown leading Wilmington 21-7. I'm Tony Mancuso. Joe Davis is here on the color. Joe Holdren on the camera. Sydney Phillips doing the producing and the electricity. Joe, what'd you think of half number one?
I think the score doesn't show what the game was. This is a much closer game than what the score shows. A few things happened to Wilmington in that first half, and unfortunately, everything that was negative in a sense happened against Wilmington. Bad snap.
False starts on fourth and an inch.
On fourth and an inch, and then 4th and 5, and then a snap over the head, a fumble early in the game, and then another play, moving down the field and all of a sudden stopped. Wilmington's just got to get back and, play their game. Stop them hopefully on this first drive. If they can stop them on this first drive and just get back, there's still time in this game. Get back into your game plan, and I think they can do that. The key thing is they got to stop them on this first drive.
Yeah, we don't want Western Brown to get up 3 scores. It's 21-7, and you're right, the last one was sort of a gift. So here's Parker Henry with a kickoff, and we're underway in the second half.
Nice kick. 20, 25, 30, 35.
And it's number 11. That is Matthew Fry on a nice kick return, so good field position for Western Brown.
And that's one thing they don't need is good field position because they'll move the ball no matter where they are.
And they're starting on the 35-yard line. So a great kick return by Matthew Fry to start the second half. A booming kick by Parker Henry, but the return was outstanding. So here comes the Western Brown offense onto the field, straight to the line of scrimmage. Junior quarterback Drew Novak, the do-everything quarterback.
They've not had a huddle the entire game.
And here they are in shotgun again. And we're underway. Novak looking, he's got his man out there. That's going to be number 20, Zachary Chisman.
I think he got about a 1-yard gain.
Novak wanted to go down the field, but it was covered up. So interesting how these Western Brown kids, Joe, every play they deem goes wrong, they're doing push-ups.
Yeah.
Drew back to pass.
Got him.
He is sacked.
No gain.
Might go as a sack because he might have lost yards. So 3rd and 8. Big stop here. So your prediction is right, Joe. If you're going to stop him, now's the time to do it.
Right. Because if Wilmington gets the ball back, go down and score, we're back in the game. It's only 1 score difference.
Novak in shotgun formation as always.
It's amazing how they never call a huddle, but always.
And it's a screen and is incomplete. So great defensive stand by Wilmington.
Now they're going to go for it.
I don't see any punting team coming out.
I mean, they're not even to the 40, let alone the 50.
No punting team.
We talked about this early.
How about that?
Wow. So if they
4th
give the
and
ball
long
to Wilmington,
on their own 37. No punt, going for it.
Oh,
And they just gave him 5 yards, Joe. That's number 45, Brett Brooks.
they're trying to get to the quarterback quick, but, going before the snap doesn't help you any.
So it gave him a free 5 yards.
Yeah.
Mistake after mistake after mistake. And Novak is back to pass, and he's in trouble, and he's darting out of there, and he throws, and it is caught.
And missed tackle, and can't get him down.
He's still on his feet, and he's inside the 40-yard line to the 38.
He caught the ball on the 50, around the 50, and he's ran the ball another 10 yards with guys all around him.
Drew Novak flushed out of the pocket in trouble.
That worked, and the guy's doing push-ups.
Hits his brother Dylan for a big first down.
Number 10 dropped down, did push-ups, and that play worked.
I wonder if that's the players who are doing that or if it's coached that way. Big-time players make big-time plays. Novak swings it out to Isaiah Smith.
20 just did push-ups. He's doing push-ups.
They do like 3 of them, Joe.
I know. I went down to a push-up. I'd never get back up.
I used to be able to do them back in the 1980s. Forget it now. Novak rolling to the left.
Running back the opposite direction.
Inside handoff, and what a well-designed play. And busting out of there is number 20, Zachary Chisman. On a misdirection handoff, Novak to Chisman. Another big gain.
Yeah, quarterback started running to his left, and then all of a sudden he handed to the running back who was acting like he was blocking, running back to the right, and boom.
They got him to 4th down and could not hold him. Pass caught again by Dylan Novak.
That was good defense on number 1?
Yes, Isaiah Wriggling. Drew to Dylan.
Oh, another easy
What
touchdown.
A gorgeous pass. I'll tell you what, that was a thing of beauty. Drew Novak just stood tall in the pocket, looking. He threw the ball before his receiver, Logan Campbell, even cut. That was a thing of beauty for a touchdown. Drew Novak to Logan Campbell for the 2nd time. And at the 9:26 mark, Western Brown strikes again, Joe.
Yep. And the way the offense was going early, Wilmington should have at least 21 points on the board right now. It'll make this game interesting. And did it block? Nope, went through.
That kick is good. It's 28-7.
And
so how about these stats? Drew Novak, 3 touchdown passes and runs for a touchdown. As the Western Brown Broncos take the ball the length of the field, a 65-yard drive in 2 minutes and 34 seconds.
You've seen him play for a little bit here. What do you think about his chances of going D1 somewhere?
Well, I like him. He's a good-looking quarterback. Stands in the pocket strong. You'd have to get in the right system. I mean, I wouldn't think that he is a top 25 program type of quarterback.
Just D1.
But certainly a MAC level without any doubt.
Well, and Roethlisberger came out of the MAC.
Yeah,
so, you can go in and still improve.
Nothing wrong with that. If you're a college quarterback for a MAC school, that's tremendous. I do like him, though. He stands tall in the pocket.
I think he needs, he's
maybe put on some weight.
That's just what I was getting ready to say. I think he just, with his 6'6" frame, to go into that, he's going to have to put some weight on, and they'll get him into a weight room and probably do that.
There's a kick that bounces and it's picked up.
Ringling.
It looks like it's Adrian Cody.
Well, you're better at looking at numbers than I am.
Make it Zane Cowan with the return. It was Zane Cowan with the return. So Wilmington's in danger, Joe, of getting.
I saw one, but there was 2 ones.
2 ones, double one. So if it's ever going to score,
I've never been able to see the numbers real well on these black uniforms with that orange. There needs no white around it or anything. I think they needed white numbers or something to shoot out at you.
If they're ever going to score and get back in the game, here it is.
Uh-oh.
Fumbled snap, and the ball's on the ground.
I think Wilmington got it.
Did Wilmington get it back? That's a shame because Wilmington has just shot themselves in the foot over and over again. So a mishandled snap goes minus 7.
He bobbled it. Then when the running back ran by him, he hit him because he reached forward more to get the ball. And as he reached forward, the running back wasn't supposed to be there where the ball was, but they were out of position at that time and made contact. And then, boom. So now it's what, second, almost 20?
8-yard loss, 2nd and 18. Not a good way to start.
No.
McElvoy in shotgun. Screen pass
nice call.
over the middle.
Nice call, though. I did like that call.
Looks like a fullback screen to Josh Snell, the fullback.
I mean, they got, 11, 12.
They got a lot back.
They got 12 yards back, and that was a great play on that situation. Let them run in, throw over them, and something can break loose at that point in time. Just
brings up 3rd and 7, and I don't know that I'm punting to him. I agree with you.
Yeah. There's no sense. I mean, you punt them to the 20.
Like you said.
In 2 plays or 1 play, they're going to be right back here anyway.
What difference does it make with the way they can move the ball?
But this gives you, if you play it right, you got a 2-down, play it for 2 downs. Don't.
Well, there's a pitch to Wriggling, and I think he's got the first down.
I don't think.
Did he mark him?
I thought he marked him about a half-yard shorter where he really got to, but it still could be a first down.
Nice looking play, a pitch out to Wriggling, and they're going to.
They're looking at it.
Are they marking him just short? What a shame. Measure it.
The marker looks like it's just a hair shy of the white mark, and the ball's on the white mark, isn't it? Yeah, so it should be a first down.
It looks like there's going to be a measurement. I think he's got it.
I think he's got it, too. I think he's got it by about that far. Let's see where it goes down.
So the officials are huddling up.
You got to get your hair like that.
That color?
Yeah.
Why not? Try something different.
That's it.
So here comes the chain gang out there with the mark. Let's see if they picked it up.
I'm thinking like a penalty. I thought you said he picked it up.
I think he's got it. Let's see.
It looks like he's got it.
Yeah, he did get it.
Yeah, because
I don't think there was much doubt about it.
Well, when the chain over there before the white mark and the ball's laying on the white mark, I don't even know why you need to measure that myself.
Well, the officials were unsure, so now they're sure. So Wilmington turns the downs back over, so it's first down and 10 now. So what looked like a disaster, 2nd and 18, they picked it up,
Man,
Joe.
Can you believe that?
So they're back to where they should have been. It's a good time to score. McElvoy in single shotgun, back to pass, looking, and he's flushed out, and he throws it away. Incomplete.
This guy says, I got knocked down, and the official says, no.
Coaching staff wants a penalty, but no call.
Maybe because he threw it out of bounds over his head. If he threw it closer to him, they might have said.
2nd and 10 on the Western Brown 49 with 7:36 to go, third quarter.
Oh.
McElvoy on the keeper, and he's got a nice gain to the 35, inside the 35 to the 32. Cameron McElvoy with a nice run.
Nice run. Very nice
Found
run.
a hole, made some daylight to the 32. So Wilmington moving the ball methodically down the field. Need a touchdown, Joe.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. There's no Nothing you can do here except score to keep in this game.
So 7:12 to go, clock running. At least you're keeping their offense off the field. There's an inside fake and a pass by McAvoy, caught. Good looking catch.
Got down to the
15-yard line. McAvoy
maybe to the 14.
guns it to Thad Stuckey for a first down inside the 15. Make it the 12, 13.
13-yard line.
How about that? Good looking play. Nice throw, nice catch. Wilmington with an impressive drive here in the third quarter.
Now keep doing what's got you here. That's the thing.
Western Brown 28, Wilmington 7. McAvoy on the keeper. This time he stacked up and might have lost a yard.
I would have liked to seen him come this way. Fake up front and then go this way. You had two receivers that would have been blocking, and if you could have got outside, you're running into the teeth of their defense that way. You have some more of that.
Good looking pretzel there, Joe. Maybe Joe Holdren will take it. Want a pretzel, Joe?
I've never seen Joe turn down any food.
He just
before.
did. What a shock. This is a drive that's a backwards pass.
Good.
What a great block out there by number 2.
Touchdown.
Tanner Killen with the block. Give the touchdown pass from McAvoy to Stuckey, but the credit goes to Tanner Killen with a fantastic block.
He's had a great game, and that was a great block.
What a block by Tanner Killen out there, neutralizing his man. So McAvoy to Stuckey for a touchdown at the 5:48 mark. And it's a much-needed touchdown pass. Cameron McAvoy to Thad Stuckey. And give the credit to Tanner Killen, the coach's son. Fantastic block out there by Killen.
Yeah, he's becoming a great football player in spite of his dad, right?
And Wilmington cuts the lead to
I'm just kidding here.
28-14. And a much, much needed score. So they stay in the game, Joe, with a great drive.
I mean, you take away, put back the things that went wrong early. This is 28-28, or right in that era. It's like boom,
I think
great
you're
game.
Right.
Well, at worst case scenario, they should have only been down by 1, and it could be easily. We had 3 drives stopped, and at 3s, that's 21. That puts us ahead. So,
and they are hanging in. They're not. They're going toe to toe with them, Joe.
And one of them that stopped, if we'd have went on down, even we score, they scored off that. That's a 14-point difference.
The drive that killed them was the one where you had 4th and an inch, and you had 2 false starts, and then a snap over the punter's head.
So we lose 7. They gain 7. That's 14 points.
Right. That's the swing.
You have us 7. That's 21. Take 7 off them. It's 21. We have a 21-21 ball game.
Right. One series switched it.
Then you add in the fumble on about the 20-yard line when we're marching down the field. We could have had the lead right now.
Well, the game's plenty of time.
That's it. It's still 5:48.
5:48 to go in the third. You have to stop them and get them off the field. Get them off, Joe.
Okay, stop right there. Yes. Now get him.
Get him. And
yes!
What a defensive play by
He ran backwards. That's 2-yard line.
They're not going to give him a safety.
Oh, if he would have ran into the end zone to go around him and got him, that would have been fantastic.
What happened there, I think the returner, number 11, Matthew Fry, was waiting for the ball to go out of bounds. It never did. And by the time he decided to pick it up, there was the Wilmington kick coverage and a big turn in momentum. Keep him pinned down there, Joe.
When he picked it up, if he'd have just tried to run up the sideline, he may have only got 4 or 5 yards, but he would have been, near the 20. Instead, he goes backwards and gets tackled at the 2. Bad decision.
Well, They got a long way to go, 98 to go. Let's see if
Now we need that rush.
Let's see if Wilmington can get a turnover or pressure. Novak in his own end zone rolls out, and he is going to be knocked down at about the 8.
Well, they're going to make him pay for it. He ran, but he got hit hard.
So he gets out of the shadows of his goalpost, Joe, to about the 8-yard line, where it's going to bring up a 2nd and 3.
Right. Quick pass.
Fires it is caught.
Missed tackle.
Brother to brother, and they're out to the 27, and a flag comes in.
I hope that's a pick on them.
Let's see what the flag.
Hope it's an illegal block on them after he made the catch.
Well, Drew Novak hits his brother Dylan for another first down, and it is on Western Brown Broncos.
I was going to say Wilmington defense wasn't moving, so
they're moving it back to the 15.
So I think it was a good catch and penalty, holding.
A hold on the Western Brown Broncos. So it's 28-14 with 5:08 to go. The penalty moves them back.
Right. It's a 15-yard penalty from the point. The penalty was up here. Catch is good. They move him back 15.
Moving back 10, I think.
Or did he 10? I thought he said 15, but maybe I'm wrong. Because he was pointing way up here is where the penalty was.
So it's a first down. Novak with a bad snap picks it up. Looking downfield, he's in trouble and throws it, caught by brother Dylan again, and he's out to the 27-yard line.
Dylan just goes down about 6-7 yards and just curls and stays there. If you get in trouble, get it to me. That's like his thing. I'm just going to go there. You know, he's 6'4", easy to see, big target.
So first down for Western Brown. They had him pinned on the 2, Joe.
Yep, I know it. That's why I said that's why don't punt to him. It doesn't matter where you punt to. They're going to come right back down the field.
Need a stop here. There's a backwards pass that is caught by number 20.
And there's a flag. This may come back.
Zachary Chisman on the receiving end, and there are flags down. The Western Brown kids, two or three push-ups. Seems like every play.
Holding defense, or offense, I mean.
So it's coming back. So Western Brown sputtering now on this drive.
Yeah. They're starting to do the things that Wilmington was doing, shooting themselves in the foot here on this drive.
4:14 to go, third quarter. It's still a game.
It's still helping them. They're using more clock, which is helping them, you know.
Novak back to pass, looking, fires, and it is caught.
Back
close to the 28-yard line. He makes up the yardage for the penalty.
I was going to say just past the original line of scrimmage.
Novak to Matthew Fry. So it's going to bring up a second down and about 8. Good-looking throw. Back to throw again. Fires downfield. What a catch.
And
what
good
a
play.
Beautiful, gorgeous throw. It does not get any better than that.
No.
Drew Novak guns it to number 10, Isaiah Smith. What a good-looking play.
At least we had a game-saving tackle.
Oh, what a play that was. A gorgeous pass. And Novak back to the line of scrimmage and another completion. I'll tell you, that pass there, the one before, was an absolute threading the needle.
Really, if they get a penalty or two and they end up taking them 6 plays instead of 4 plays, it helps them out. They just use more clock to get a first down, you know.
What a beautiful throw, the second down pass. Guns it down the middle, threading the needle right on time. Just a beautiful looking play.
And the player just caught that ball
in
running.
stride.
Oh, he did. He just caught it in stride. It was ankle tackle, though, which saved him.
Could not have had a better throw. He's definitely in control out there, Joe, no doubt. Fun to watch. So the usual shotgun, and I think there's going to be a timeout.
Yep, they let the clock run down and just called time.
There looked like there was some confusion on what they wanted to do. The players looking to the sideline, looking for guidance. The play call maybe a little confused. So they do call a timeout at the 2:59 mark. It is Western Brown 28, Wilmington 14.
I didn't think they ever changed their play. Run down the field, I'll find you and pass it to you. You know?
Well,
occasionally I'll hand it off to somebody.
When he's back in the pocket and has time, he's threading needles.
Oh, he is.
In a haystack. Every ball seems like it's right on the screws.
Well, and even when they ran him out of the pocket, which he's ran out, he's still looking downfield the whole time, and so many times has got it to the receiver.
Yeah, it's impressive.
He doesn't run in panic. When he runs, he's not in panic mode. He's in, okay, I've got to change from this to this. It's just.
Well, I don't think that's his game running. I think his game is exactly the way they play, which is fast break.
But when they rush him, he's not in panic. He just runs out. He just continues looking for that guy that's going to be open.
So he's back in shotgun again, 2nd and 6. Fires
Quick
across
pass.
the middle, caught again. We should just keep playing a recording of that.
Yeah.
Back to pass caught, back to pass caught, back to pass caught.
They're just
over and over and over.
I mean, that's a slant. They've been running a slant all day long, and our defense is behind the slant. And so he's just going to pitch and catch to the receiver.
So another first down, 2:40 to go and counting. Western Brown leading 28-14 and threatening for more. Novak
there he goes
rolls
running.
out.
It's wide open.
And he is down inside the 20 to about the 16.
And they got to get to the 15. So he's going to be short. It's only, is it 3rd down?
2nd down and 1.
Oh, that was first down? All right, so we're 2nd down. So
about 3, 2nd and 3. Joe, I don't think it matters the way they play. It wouldn't matter if it was 2nd and 3, 2nd and 6, 2nd and 9. Who cares?
Well, my thing is, if it happened to be 4th down, we happen to stop them.
Right.
That's the only thing we can do is stop. Just don't let them get enough downs. And stop them.
Another gun and a completion.
Man. That was a great pass.
It's just standing so tall in the pocket and just waiting for his receivers to break open. Logan Campbell on the receiving end of that one. It's just so impressive to watch. He just stands back in the pocket and waits for his receivers to break and cut, and boom. Right there on the money.
Somebody needs to take a gamble, and when the guy's coming, assume he's going to go right and jump, because every time they make a move and jump, they're 5 or 6 yards ahead of the defender.
So an inside handoff that time, believe it or not.
You get down I think he just broke the 5-yard line.
Zachary Chisman on the run. It's 2nd and goal, and it's another quick snap.
Right up the middle again.
To Chisman. It's going to be stopped.
Ball loose.
Ball loose.
But I think they got it back.
Ground, but it looked like Western Brown fell on it. What's interesting, Joe, about their offense, they bog down when they run.
I do.
It's like
3rd and what's it, about the 8-yard line? 7?
About the 6. So it's 3rd and goal from the 6. 2 straight runs ineffective. Novak throws.
He's wide open. Oh, he dropped
the ball.
I mean, he's going to do push-ups.
That's going to be push-ups for sure.
I mean, see, again, that was – I didn't see any defense that made him drop the ball.
Perfectly thrown ball. His brother just dropped it. They'll talk about that tonight, I'm sure. say, what's up with that? I just handed you a touchdown pass
man.
and you dropped it.
You owe me dessert tonight.
So it's 4th and goal. Of course, they're going for it on the 6. Big stand for Wilmington. Big. And it's a jailbreak, and it's caught, and he is going in for a touchdown.
That was they let him come in, and they just threw over him.
The quarterback made that play again. Drew Novak.
He just waited, and then boom.
The blitz came in, and I don't know whether it was on purpose or accidentally, but they let him in, or they got in, and Drew Novak completes to Logan Campbell. That's the 3rd time they've hooked up for a touchdown pass. This one's 6 yards to Logan Campbell. And pending the point after, Western Brown is going to be ahead 35-14.
That brings our score to Western Brown, 35, Wilmington, 14.
And Joe, did that drive start on the 2-yard line?
Yes, that's the one that started on the 2-yard line.
98 yards they went. 98 yards.
And that's the reason why when you've got the ball in the 40 or, you don't punt. Your own 40, you don't punt. If it's 4th and 3, go for it, because whether you get them on the 2 or whether you give them to them on the midfield.
That was the Drew Novak show on that drive. Every pass is just precise. I mean, you're right. His 6'6" frame.
Right.
He's so stoic back there.
And he's throwing to his brother a lot, who's 6'4".
Right.
So you got a receiver that's, so he looks around. His brother's usually the 3rd guy to look for. He's the off guy. He's the dump guy.
What a good-looking drive that was. I don't know. You had him in 4th down a couple times on that drive, but it didn't matter.
Seemed like they ran their best play on 4th down.
Well, here's the kickoff at 35-14. And again, we've said this a few times tonight, but if Wilmington wants to stay in the game, they must score.
We've run our best drives when we started back on the 10 and 11-yard line. Okay, ball hits, takes a high bounce, catches it. He's open.
There he goes down the sideline, and he is gone.
They're going to call that. They're going to call that.
Absolutely gone, and there's a flag on the field.
And the guy did not have to do. He hit him from the side. I didn't think he hit him from back. I thought he hit him from the side.
Are they going to pick it up, Joe?
No.
A kick return for a touchdown by Zane Cowan, and it is coming back.
Going to be 15 from the 35, so we're going to get the ball near midfield.
What happened, Joe? I didn't see it.
He broke loose, and this guy was about 3 yards off. I mean, looked like maybe getting ready to make a tackle, and an offender came and hit him from the side. And the official said behind, and I thought it was from the side, not behind.
Illegal block in the back. What a shame.
I wish it was on video. I'd like to see it, because I
the Wilmington coaches are furious.
He, in my opinion, he got him right in the side here, which was not in the back.
The Wilmington coaches are absolutely furious. A long kick return touchdown for number 11, Zane Cowan, is called back.
Because even if he doesn't make the block, and let's say the guy makes a tackle, he's going to be down around the 30.
I don't think he was going to be tackled. I think it was gone.
Well, that's why I said I think he did. That's what I'm saying. I don't think he needed to make that block. I think he would have scored anyway. But
so another mistake by Wilmington cost them a kick return touchdown. So 45-yard line, and there.
It's going to be another quarterback.
Pass.
Going back to the quarterback.
Beautifully executed. McAvoy inside the 20 to the 15. Still on his feet, and he's down at the 13-yard line.
Wow.
Good-looking play.
And that was set up because he looked down the field this way, but the whole time it was to go back to McAvoy on the other side. So it pulled everybody here, which gave McAvoy a wide-open field once he caught the ball.
A backwards pass to Tanner Killen and a return throw to Cameron McAvoy for a long gain.
Now, that time, that was a good call at the right time. We're 14 to 35. You got to do something to kick your team in gear and stuff. That play worked. You're not marching down the field and then change. You needed that.
So we've come to the end of quarter number 3 here at Alumni Field. Friday night football. It's Western Brown Broncos 14. The Wilmington, 35 Western Brown, 14 Wilmington. So a good-looking catch and run by Killen to McAvoy. Just the play after the kick return is called back. So
well, that's next year's quarterback throwing to this year's quarterback.
It's time to score. So if Wilmington wants to stay in the game, this is the time you've got to get a touchdown. You've got to score.
I thought, where the heck are we going? I forgot fourth quarter. We got.
I like
fields.
the play, that's for sure. So it's going to be marked on about the 13-yard line as we start quarter number 4. CampusNation.com, the YouTube channel of Campus Nation. I'm Tony Mancuso with Joe Davis. Friday night football, and this has been a good game. It really has been. Wilmington just shot themselves in the foot so many times. McAvoy back to pass.
He's
fires
there.
And it is caught. And is he in? Mark it,
yes,
officials.
Yes,
he is.
That was a great slant. Great play, great throw, everything.
Cameron McAvoy. Who's on the receiving end? Jeff Valentine, the tight end. So Wilmington strikes quickly, Joe, coming out of the fourth quarter.
Man, if they hadn't
5 seconds it took
in the foot so much time this game, this would be nip and tuck right now.
Cameron McAvoy to Jeff Valentine, who fought his way into the end zone. Hey, this game is not over, Joe.
No.
It's 35-21.
That's only 2 touchdowns, and a fumble here, a thing there. You don't know what's going to happen. This could really turn around quickly.
Wilmington playing them tough, and you're right. There's just been so many little mistakes.
I mean, we fumbled early in the game. All thing it takes them is to be running back, and boom, the ball pops out. Wilmington pick it up.
Well, I tell you, Wilmington is hanging in there, no question about it. Western Brown with the high-powered offense.
They had a pass earlier that hit the receiver and then popped up in the air. Nobody was around. It takes one of those and a receiver, defender, to be back, catch that ball. Boom, Wilmington's back in the game.
Well, let's see if Wilmington can force a turnover. Anything.
One thing you could look for right here is an onside kick. Okay. Wilmington needs the ball back. So they may be thinking, hey, we're behind. Let's try an onside kick. See if we can get the ball back quick. But they've got guys up. So they've got. But if you catch them by surprise, you never know what's going to happen.
Well, let's see what's up Coach Killen's sleeves. You're right. Sometimes you got to gamble in these situations when you're playing an opponent that can run it up and down like they can. You're right, Joe. You called it.
And we got it.
They got it. Did it go 10 yards?
Yeah, hit the player right here.
You're right. It did hit. It hit the Wilmington player first.
Did I call that play?
And you want to talk about a guy who you should be calling lottery numbers? Wait here, Joe. Give us tomorrow's lottery numbers. What a fantastic call by Joe Davis. The onside kick is fumbled around by Wilmington, by Western Brown and recovered by Wilmington. And you absolutely called it. And the key, it didn't go 10 yards, but the Western Brown kid
jumped
and hit it. Wow. What a turn of events. Now you got to score on it. McAvoy
going for
field. It's overthrown. How about winding up and firing away, though? I like it.
I like it. Yes. And that's when you do that. Right after a play like that, you got to attack. Go.
I like it.
I mean,
Coach Killen not pulling any punches.
If he would have caught that ball and ran for a touchdown, they would be shaking over on that sideline.
Well, they're still in the game now. We need a touchdown.
It's only 2 down. We got the whole fourth quarter.
11:44 to go. Ball short of midfield. Let's not sputter here, Hurricane. Go down. That looked like they got away with a false start. Cameron up the middle, inside the 45 to about the 44. The Western Brown kids were pointing for a false start, and I think the officials missed that. That looked like a false start.
All depends on where you're looking. When you got referees like this, you don't have as many as you do in college, and all depends on where you're looking at that point in time, and you can't call what you don't see.
They did miss it, but it's a break for Wilmington. So 3rd and 3, a big 3rd and 3. There's a handoff to Stuckey, and he's outside. He's got the first down. Nice run by Thad Stuckey. Inside the 40 to about the 43, so they convert on 3rd and 3. Nice strong run by Thad Stuckey.
Again, using the clock. Keep it down. Even though you're behind right now, if you go down and score, then you got to stop them. Get a fumble, get an interception, get something in your favor. Different ball game. But you can't go out of your game plan, and they're doing a great job.
Under center this time. Back to pass, fires downfield, and it is intercepted. What a pick. What a catch made by number 3, Quentin Collins. A rifle throw by McElvoy, and it is picked off by Western Browns. Quentin Collins.
That ball was on a bullet, wasn't it?
Junior defensive back. What a catch. Tough luck there, Joe. They were driving to score.
Oh, he was. I just don't think the receiver saw the ball.
Well, that was an incredible interception. Took a
was.
lot of athletic play to make the catch because that ball was on a gun, and he dives and makes the play. Of course, Western Brown isn't going to be shy. 10:52 to go. There's a bad snap. And Novak throws it away.
Yep.
He recovered, and that would not be grounding because his receiver was right there.
Right. We get a lot of push-ups on that one.
I'll tell you, every play there's push-ups by their team.
Well, there is.
I wonder if it's coached or if
a couple plays there was good things happen and somebody jumps down in them. 2nd and 10.
Great play by Novak to get the ball out of there, and he throws
that
downfield.
Popped up. Oh my gosh! That somebody hit his arm, I think, because that ball just went up like a flailing duck.
Yes, the pressure was in there,
and the defenders were running after an offensive player and had to hit the brakes and go back where the ball was and couldn't get to it in time.
I would agree. A wounded duck looked better than that, I think. But Wilmington could not come up with it.
They can stop him
Pressure
here.
Again, and he
another long pass, and it's overthrown.
Now,
now will we see the first punt of the game?
I can imagine you've got to punt.
You're going to go
here.
for 4th down on your own 15-yard line?
You have got to punt.
I've never seen, unless he's the punter, I've never seen anybody come out.
Are you kidding me? They're going for it. No way. 4th and 10 from their 17. Yeah,
yes.
A punt.
They blocked it.
All right. Big play.
I said, yeah, but he could be the punter, and but they rushed in too quick. So where's that at? The 23-yard line?
So Wilmington blocks a punt with 10:33 to go. So the interception does not hurt them, Joe.
No.
because they got the ball out where they would have had it.
If he caught it.
They only lost about a minute of time. So Western Brown, no way they were going for it down there.
They might even let some of these offensive players get a little breather and now going back out.
But Wilmington with the block punt, a huge momentum change, need a touchdown. There's Stuckey, and he's going to be dropped.
Yeah, he gained
a
yard or no gain? No gain, I think.
10:25 and counting. What a shame.
Well, every now and then you got to run a play like that just to see if he could break that loose, or if not, okay.
All right, let's regroup and get it now, folks. Second and 10. 10 minutes to go, plenty of time. McAvoy drops back and fires, and it is
he drops that ball.
And dropped and caught and dropped again.
I was watching before the play. I was going to say his player is playing like 10 to 15 yards off of him. Have him go down, turn, curl. He's going to be wide open. He was, and
good throw, just not caught by Wriggling. Usually he's sure-handed, Joe, and he didn't get that one.
Well, he threw it hard and low, and he just couldn't grab the ball.
Ball on the money, just didn't catch it.
Yeah.
So here we go again, Joe. Third down, you got to score on this drive. You have got to score.
Got to get to the 14.
You have got to score. You were handed a gift with the block punt. You've got to score. Rolling to his right and throwing back, and it is caught.
He's got blockers.
He's got blockers. He's got a whole convoy.
Touchdown!
Touchdown. What a good-looking play again.
We're within one score with 9:47 to go.
What a beautifully executed touchdown pass. Cameron McAvoy flushed to his left, throws back to his right to Thad Stuckey for a touchdown.
Wilmington has done a great job of staying calm and going with the game plan and keeping in this game.
I'll tell you, despite the mistakes, they've hung in. We've got a game. What a game.
28-35. One score with 9:47, and there's going to be more scoring in this game, people.
Joe, if we said with 9:40, if we started this game and said with 9:47 to go, Western Brown 35, Wilmington 28, would you take it?
I probably would,
right,
yes.
You'd take it.
Well, at halftime or
despite
just right after
the mistakes.
Right after halftime when they went down the field and scored. 3 touchdown difference. Would you believe we'd be a touchdown level midway through the fourth quarter?
They have hung in there, and they've taken the punches. The block punt was a huge play, a huge momentum swing.
Well, two things great on that. One, we did stop them. They were going for them, which he had to punt, so we stopped them on fourth down. We stopped them that on the drive, on the 15-yard line. And second, we blocked the punt. So 2 great things in that drive happened. Wilmington's defense has to take that forward.
Get a turnover or get a stop. Do not let them score the next touchdown. I think maybe it's possible that the next team that scores a touchdown wins this game.
And I think right there, Wilmington, Novak throws the ball hard too, and he's had a couple that hit off a guy's hands. If we can get a ricochet interception. We had the flailing duck. If somebody happened to be around there, could have caught that pass. All right. They're playing up, but it's not going to be a short kick this time. This time we'll kick it back.
You called the onside kick, but then there was a pick, but then it's flipped back when there was a block punt. So it all turns out well for the Hurricane.
Yes.
9:47 to go. This time they kick deep. And it is rolling, and they're in trouble.
Oh, he should have let that go in the end zone.
They're in trouble, and they are
that
down
That ball was going to the end zone.
Line.
He stopped it. We got him on the 5. And that ball was going in the end zone, and we would have had a touchback, and they would have got the ball in the 20.
Well, I think he had to pick it up because it was just too risky to let it drop. But, boy, what a turn of events again for Wilmington. The ball's on the 5-yard line.
Did somebody just throw a flag?
No flags.
Okay, I thought I saw something yellow go.
Let's get a 3-and-out here, Wilmington. they wouldn't go for it down there.
Yeah, they're going to do another block punt.
What an entertaining game this is.
I got a feeling he is the punter, so.
Yeah, he must
But they
be.
didn't go for it. They didn't act like a punt. Next time, I think they'll line up like a punt and get the ball
right.
out.
Too tricky, and it backfired. They've gotten heat on him, and there's a throw down the field.
Oh, my God. What did you just say?
See you later.
One play.
95-yard touchdown.
95. They've scored from a 92, a 98, and now now on a 1 yard, 95 yard.
A 95-yard touchdown pass. Drew Novak, the star junior quarterback, to number 11, Matthew Fry, for a long touchdown. What a shame that was. 95-yard pass. Joe, what can you say?
I can't.
Just when you thought you had him
The momentum was swing.
pinned down, a 95-yard TD to Matthew Fry. The point after is good.
We're letting too many guys. I mean, they're getting behind our defense. You know, the guy catching the ball. You can't let the guy run past you and then try to run up and try to tackle him or knock the ball. That guy caught it full stride.
You still got time. 9:29 to go. It is definitely not over yet. Yeah, just like Joe Holdren said, it's still a game, no question. Wilmington just shake it off and go back down. But boy, what a dagger, a 95-yard gorgeous catch and run. Drew Novak, just what an impressive quarterback. He is fun to watch. What an impressive quarterback. That ball there was just, you couldn't throw it any better, right? If you handed it to him, it still wouldn't have been thrown better. Right in stride, down the field like that, right on the money. What can you say?
Well, we need another one of those
Now,
run
don't
backs we had
panic.
with no bad block.
Don't panic.
We did score off that one, though, where we had the bad block. We still went down and scored, so nothing was really killed it except time.
Officials mark it ready for the kick, and here it comes by Grimes. Nice return here, Wilmington. And another bouncing kick, and it is big Brett Brooks.
Brick Brooks, yes. You can't mistake. You don't have to look for the
33.
number on that one.
Nope.
Number 45, Brett Brooks receiving.
Yeah, you don't.
Well, see, I'd like to see him in the backfield.
Well, he's run.
When you're
some.
needing to go 1 yard, like a while ago, just give it to him and go 1 yard. I don't think they can stop him from going 6 inches.
Well, he's a load, that's for sure.
If you get a block in front of him, if you get blocked, he's going to make it.
If I'm not mistaken, the homecoming king, Joe. For
Was he
a
really?
couple weeks. Yep, I think so.
Wouldn't
If I
surprise
recall.
me. He's a well-liked kid. Nice kid.
Here we go, Wilmington, 33-yard line, 1st and 10. Need to answer. And McAvoy is
Changed his mind and
got it. Made something out of nothing.
that's exact words I was going to say. Made something out of nothing. He went to throw it. Better not to throw the interception, so
it wasn't
he pulled
there,
it back.
so he pulled it back. 9 minutes to go in the ball game. 42 Western Brown, 28 Wilmington.
I mean, he gained 4 yards on one play, so that's great. We gained 4 yards on this play, and we only need 2.
You are right. This is a time to score. You got to match that long 95-yard touchdown pass. Fires it just off the fingertip of
Pass intended for number 2,
Tanner
That pass
Killen.
brings up 3rd down and 6.
3rd and 6, huge. Huge 3rd and 6.
That's 4-down territory again. This part of the game, you can't give the ball back to them.
McAvoy guns and is incomplete.
Same play and right off the hands again.
Killen didn't catch that one. That was a poorly thrown ball.
Yeah, he was behind him and off to the side and low, about a foot off the ground. And
well, here's the game now. You got to convert this. 8:38 to go, because if you don't get it, Western Brown is on the 37.
This would be a good time to run that screen pass.
Well, let's see what we got.
Let them come in and throw behind them, and they're going to be coming.
4th and 7. 6. Mark it 6. McAvoy's in trouble, and he
throws it away.
Throws it incomplete.
He just threw it at his feet. See, again, that would have been the way they're rushing in. Just let them come, throw it over, boom. There's nobody there. Then if you can get it to somebody, there's nobody there, and run the ball.
Well, the play broke down with the rush.
Right.
He was in trouble from the beginning and threw it at the feet of his receiver, incomplete. And now Wilmington is in trouble.
Yep. 2 scores down.
The ball on the 38 might as well be on the 1-yard line. The way they play.
The only thing you can hope here is, again, either a
fumble
or
a
some sort of turnover. Right. You got to have some sort of turnover.
8:34 to go in the ball game. Novak in shotgun again. Drew Novak rolls to his right.
Looks.
He's in trouble. Fires, and it is
almost intercepted.
Almost picked off. Hit the ground, incomplete.
Man. Closest boy to that ball was a Wilmington player.
And the coach yelled at him for push-ups. That's the first time I've seen Drew do push-ups.
I think he tried. I think he was throwing to an open area to throw it away, and a Wilmington player jumped and had a shot at it.
The coaching staff didn't like the throw. Dangerous. So he does break out.
Alive.
Had him for a loss, and he gets to the 30.
He could have had him for a 3-yard loss, and instead he only needs 3 yards for a first down.
Had him sacked, Joe, and he busts out of there for a 7-yard gain.
I mean, he came this way, and there's a defender right there, and
they have put some heat on him.
Yes. I think if they were playing almost any other team, they'd be getting to that quarterback.
Boy, if you let him sit back there and pick you apart, he's going to do it.
3rd and 3. He's going to run it himself right up the middle.
And he is going to be short.
Oh, no, they're pushing him.
They're pushing him ahead, and he pushed him for the first down.
Depends on where they blew the ball, but they're going to let him get the first down.
That's a first down. He was stopped short, but the Western
Well, it used to be a penalty for once you stopped and the offensive guys pushed you.
Right.
But now that's the play. You stop and then the offense gets behind and just pushes the pile. I've never seen that called anymore.
Nope. You're allowed to.
Yeah. I think they've taken that one off the books.
Well, Drew Novak was stopped short, but with a little help from his friends, like the Beatles once sang, he gets the first down.
A little help from my friend.
And Novak again out to the left side on a keeper, takes it inside the 20 to about the 16.
Yep.
Doesn't have a lot of speed, but that's not his game.
He's only 1 yard shy of a first down. I think sometimes he's faster than you think because he's so tall that he has long strides.
I want him back there just picking you apart. That's what I want if I'm his coach. We're down to 6:30 to go.
He's like that Ohio State quarterback a few years ago that, ran the ball and, he just such long strides.
Make or break drive. There's a handoff.
Nope.
No, he kept it. Fake handoff. That's interesting. They've ran him 3 times in a row, Joe.
I know it. And 20, I think, would have – there was nobody – if he handed off, he would have ran 10 yards.
He's run 3 straight times, so instead of putting his team in harm's way by throwing, we've had 3 quarterback keepers in a row, 6 coming up on 6 minutes to go in the game.
I think they decided to use the clock. That's why they're keeping it on the ground.
Look, here's a huddle.
Oh my gosh,
You're
are they
right.
huddling? They're wanting to kill the clock now. That's why they're huddling. They're slowing down.
Mini huddle.
Yeah, they're back there
The
going.
receivers didn't come
Hey guys,
in.
where do you want to go to eat after the game?
Yeah. I bet he keeps it again. And it's Chrisman.
Nope, he gives it. And he gets down to the 10. So he gained about 5.
Zach Chisman on the carry. It's interesting how they're slowing it down now, running it. 5:21 to go.
Wasn't that a John Wayne character, Chisman? Something
What
like that?
movie?
That in his mid-60s, cowboy.
They are slowing down the pace. It's now turned into a clock game. A clock management running type of game. Surprised, but
Yeah.
they're doing it.
Quarterback.
And another keeper by Novak.
He's got touchdown.
And
He's got
he's in
touchdown.
for the score.
Yep. 4-4-4 on the clock.
What an interesting drive that was. So Western Brown, against tradition, instead of sitting back and throwing, they went to a complete running offense.
And Wilmington couldn't stop him.
And Drew Novak runs it in for a touchdown, and that might be all she wrote.
It'll be 49-28.
How about 5 touchdown passes and 2 rushing touchdowns?
With 9:49 or something like that to go in the game, Wilmington's a 1 touchdown from them.
It just happened so quickly. The kick is good. It's 49 Western Brown, 28 Wilmington. Might be over now, Joe.
Yep.
4:44 to go. What I found interesting on that is how Western Brown turned off the passing offense, and instead it was the Drew Novak keeper show, and he runs it in for the touchdown. I'd like to find out how many yards passing he's got. Is there a way somebody can run and find out? Go ask him how many yards passing Novak has. Novak.
The quarterback for the other team.
Yeah, ask him.
Just shout it out loud. Somebody will know.
Back to receive the kick. Number 1, Isaiah Wrigley. Number 11, Zane Cowell.
49-28 Western Brown. He's going to check. Want to know how many yards passing he's got tonight. I bet it's over 400. You think?
I mean, he's had a couple. That one was 95
95.
yards.
It's over. It's got to be over 400. What a game.
Go, cut right there. Cut through the middle.
32-41. How many tonight? So we just heard he's got 3,241 yards passing, Joe, in 8 high school games.
That's about 400 average a game. Yeah.
3,200 yards passing.
So he's averaging 400 a game. So
Yeah,
even if he's got 400 a day, he's on average.
Oh, I'd say he's got 400. It really is a show.
And the thing about it is, with as good a game as he's having, Wilmington technically was playing with him.
They were in the game.
Take a couple things here. Wilmington was in this game.
They were. McElvoy back to pass, looking, is flushed out, and throws downfield, and it's through the hands of Thad Stuckey. Incomplete through his.
There was nobody within
through
10
his
yards.
fingertips. Incomplete.
He was too open. That's the only answer you got there.
The exit sign came flying up here, Joe.
One thing he had to do was just throw it to him, and I think he tried to get it in there too quick, too hard.
4:30 to go. It's 49 for the Broncos of Western Brown, 28 for Wilmington Hurricane. Let's see if Wilmington can mount a touchdown drive here late.
He caught it. Go inside like you were going.
Pass is complete. Thad Stuckey still on his feet and knocked out of bounds.
There was a late hit
at
there.
About the 47. He's a tough kid.
Well, it may not have been bad. You know, I said cut in. He might have gained a few more yards, but
just lost some lights too. I like this look.
It does. I can see what's going on now.
Takes the glare away. The lights went down.
Troy, did you pay this week's?
I bet you could play in this kind of.
I bet
lighting.
they could play like that.
It's not really completely dark.
I think it's lights on this side or just no lights on that side.
Right, that's it. There's lights on our side of it, but not on the other.
But back in the day, this was more light than a lot of college schools had back then.
That's how it used to be. I think you could play. So at the 4:20 mark of the game, left in the game, the lights go out in Wilmington. That's the night when the lights went out in Wilmington.
Look at the cheerleaders with their flashlights over
Right,
there.
it's funny.
Well, we're doing the same thing over here.
Let's see if they can get it fixed. So we have a stoppage in play because the lights go out. It's 49-28 with 4:20 to go. I think you could play. I don't think it's too dark to play. Do you, Joe?
I don't think it's too dark to play. I'd say leave it up to the team that's behind. Do you want to play? And if they say yes, play.
So the officials are huddling up trying to figure out what to do. Let's see if the Wilmington folks can get the lights back on.
I think the officials are just talking to each other about things, waiting for the lights to come on. Now there's that official talking to the coach. He's running. Oh, is that Deals?
The athletic director, yes. And we're going to have a discussion between the
Did something? That's the question.
Head official.
If a fuse or something got blown or something, it may take a while.
Well, let's see. The Wilmington band playing away. Country Road.
Take me home, country road. To the place.
Give yourselves a round of applause for that entertainment.
The bands play on. There's a meeting at midfield between the AD of Wilmington.
He's talking to Killen.
It's a little bit like how would I describe it? It's called, the old days we used to call it the gloaming. Meaning it's not lit up.
Technically, you only need one. If you had one set of lights over there, just to that side of the field. See, this side of the field is very bright. That side of the field is dark. If it could come down to where it's up to the teams. Do you want to play or not play?
I think you could play in this. I don't.
Or they may just call the game. Who knows? Are they shaking hands and calling the game or what?
Well, let's see. There's a meeting at midfield between the officials and both coaches. Coach Killen out there with the Western Brown coaching staff and the officials.
I could see Killen saying, "Hey, let's just play on. We can play with this."
I don't think it. I think it's playable. I guess.
I'll put it this way: if there was a fog in the air and it knocked,
wouldn't be any
and
worse
we couldn't see any worse than
this.
this, they still play. So,
matter of fact, it's kind of an interesting glow, really.
yeah, it really is.
It takes away the glare. You could tell Western Brown's already called off the dogs in terms of not throwing the ball on every down. So there's a long discussion. I would let them play. Let them play. You're here to play. Let them play. I don't think it is too dark where you couldn't play.
I mean, I've been in a basketball gym where the one row of the lights go out and you stop. But if you can still see, there's no reason not to go on. I'll say he's over.
Okay, let's see. The officials are huddling up.
Well, he's still, Deals is still on the phone to someone talking right there. Here comes someone out to talk to Deals.
Well, it's possible they can't get it turned back on. The question is can you still play? The scoreboard works. We're going to have a 10-minute delay over here. All right, did you hear that? We're going to have a 10-minute delay.
Well, I thought he meant you just go to the concession stand.
10-minute delay while the lights get fixed and turned back on. I think that's a good move. Let them play.
We're going to wait about 10 minutes for our lights to kick on so we can resume play. Until then, please enjoy the sounds of the marching band.
Well, we got a 10-minute break.
On, Sloopy, Sloopy, hang on.
So here's what's happened, just to regroup what occurred. At the 4:20 mark, the lights went out here at Alumni Field.
On the east side.
On the visitor side. So it's 49-28 with 4:20 to go. It's a 3rd and 7 for Wilmington. And we're at the point here in the game where it could be make or break, or it really might be over already. But you're here to play football. The kids are here to play. The coaches are here to coach. The fans are here to watch. The parents are here. I'd say let's play. But they are going to wait to get the lights back on. I agree with you, Joe. You probably could have played under these conditions. It's not pitch dark,
right,
by any stretch. And you're right.
Who's it going to hurt in this situation? The team that's behind. And I think Wilmington would say, hey, let's play. Because slowing the game down, the players just sitting around is not helping anybody. Now, I'm not down on the field, but if I can see that well up here, they can see better down there.
I don't think it's too dark not to play. That's how I feel about it. But, hey, we're just the announcers. We're not in
charge.
I
would say in 1965,
it was worse
this
than
was
this.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to say. I bet you they didn't have lights as good as this.
These kids as grandfathers.
And I'm not sure if what's in the rule book regarding lights out during the match. I mean, I'm sure it could be, depending on the situation, what time of the game, how close, what do you call it, and then play it again tomorrow or something, finish it up.
I don't know.
But at 4:20, you're not going to.
I don't think you.
At 4:20, if you do anything, they're calling the game, and the game's over.
Right. I don't think you bring them back for the last 4.
No, not in this. But if it was 28-28, you're going to either wait or you're going to come back. Depends on what the light situation is. And I can see them not wanting to play under those conditions if the score's 28-28. But 28-49, 3 touchdown difference with 4:20, I'm saying let's play.
with a 21-point lead. And you're probably right. The outcome is probably decided. It'd be a miracle for Wilmington to come back, but I believe you let them play. Let them play. That's how
I was
feel.
hoping they didn't just come out and call the game. I'm like you. I'd rather play in this than call the game.
Well, I don't think it's that terrible, really. I really don't. It's the Western Brown side of the field. Those 3 light posts are the ones that are out. I believe there's enough lighting to go.
I mean, we can still see the other side of the field clearly. It's not like the other side of the field is totally in darkness.
No doubt.
The only good thing is I don't have to get up to go to work tomorrow. So
there you go.
And I don't have to get up to go to an early volleyball game. My game's not till 1:30 tomorrow afternoon.
You got it. You'll make it.
We do have some good volleyball coming up here in sectionals. East Clinton was picked number 2 in their division ranking, and Wilmington's doing very well, and it's going to be an interesting match on their first match. I forget who Blanchester plays in their first match. Massey.
Are you an official
I'm
or
an official
a
in
coach?
volleyball. I'm an official.
All right. Well, everybody's still huddling and talking about this. They're still.
Well, he said 10 minutes. I don't know how long. It seems like it's been close to 10 minutes since they said that. And the lights aren't even like, you know how you see that first little beam, and then I don't see nothing happening. It may have been, hey, let's give it 10 minutes and see what happens.
Well, they've huddled up again.
I think they may be calling the game.
The officials are leaving.
I think they're calling the game. He came out and said something to the players like, yep, they're calling the game.
That's it.
Game is called. 4:20 on the clock, 28:49 due to darkness.
Well, they must have made a decision that the lights can't come back on.
We said 10 minutes to warm up. See, and they're not even flickering. So whatever made them go out, they couldn't fix.
The game has been called with a final score of Western Brown 49, Wilmington 28.
Well, and the other thing is the game's not. If they'd have played on and someone would have got hurt in this last, I'm sure that's one of the things they were thinking. Let's not get somebody. We're getting ready to go in. Teams getting ready to go into tournaments. Don't want to get somebody hurt here in a meaningless 4:20.
Well, they announced it was by mutual agreement.
Right.
So the staffs and the athletic departments of both teams must have huddled up and agreed that calling it off was the best thing to do.
Right. I think that's what happened when they came out, because the other coach came over, they shook hands, they talked, and I think that was what's under here. We're going to give you so many minutes. If can't get it fixed, we're going to call the game. And I think that both teams agreed to that before it was happened.
So an interesting game tonight, Joe. A fun night ends in a non-traditional way.
Well, I'll put it this way. An odd type of night with things that happen ends in an odd type of way.
That's right. It was an interesting game.
Yes.
Wilmington, a lot of the time, shot themselves.
You turn those on?
Shot themselves in the foot, as you said. But the game is called at the 4:20 mark by mutual agreement. The lights go out. The final, Western Brown 49, Wilmington 28. Joe, any last thoughts about what you saw tonight?
No, my thought was the quarterback, Drew Novak for Western Brown, is the real deal.
Fabulous, yes.
Very fabulous. Good receivers. I don't care how good a quarterback you are either. Some of the passes he made, they made great catches.
His kids caught the ball.
But Wilmington showed me two things. They don't give up. They came back, got it almost within a touchdown in the fourth quarter.
I agree.
They've got the team. It's just tonight there were just a couple weird things that happened that against them, but they ran down the field on this team.
Well,
they ran a touchdown back. Go ahead.
Let's wrap it up here at Alumni Field and say goodbye to everybody. Thanks again to Joe Holdren running the camera. Fantastic job. Sydney Phillips.
You turn the lights out?
Sydney Phillips on the controls. She can fix everything having to do with Campus Nation, but she couldn't get the lights at Alumni Field back on, even though she tried her heart out.
Well, she lost our power early. Now she lost their power late.
If you want to rewatch this game, it'll be available on campusnation.com or the YouTube channel of Campus Nation. Joe Davis on the color. Great job, Joe.
Thank you.
The great calls you made, especially the onside kick. What a prediction, and it turned out true. I'm Tony Mancuso signing off here from a dark Alumni Field at Wilmington. Final score, Western Brown Broncos go to 7-2 with a light called game, beating Wilmington Hurricane 49-28. Good night, everyone.